The New York Knicks have long been on the edge of their seats, anxiously awaiting the return of Mitchell Robinson. With every game that ticks by, every loss that stings a little more, fans have hoped and prayed for the defensive anchor to step back onto the court and restore the team's shaky interior defense. As the NBA season progresses and the All-Star break looms large, that wait might be nearing its end, and for the Knicks, that could be a game changer. Earlier this season, New York's front office decided against making a trade to reinforce their front court, betting instead that Mitchell Robinson would return to form after a lengthy recovery. The decision was a gamble, one that was heavily influenced by the hope that Robinson could overcome the setbacks caused by a recurring ankle injury. The center, who had to undergo his second ankle surgery of 2023-24 in May, was initially slated to make his return by December or January. However, the timeline has been repeatedly pushed back, and now it seems the Knicks will have to wait a little longer before Robinson can rejoin the fray. With just 2 games remaining before the All-Star break, it's clear that Robinson won't be suiting up for New York anytime soon. He was cleared for contact last week, a step in the right direction, but head coach Tom Thibodeau was quick to temper expectations. "There are still hurdles to clear," Thibodeau said, adding that Robinson, along with Toronto's OG Anunoby, wasn't quite ready to return. It's a sentiment Knicks fans have grown all too familiar with. Hopes dashed just as it seemed like a return might finally be on the horizon. As of Monday, Robinson was once again listed as out for New York's upcoming matchups, and it looks increasingly likely that the center won't make his long-awaited comeback until after the break. Anunoby's status is more uncertain, with the forward listed as questionable for Tuesday's game against Indiana. Though Anunoby might sit out until after the break, there's at least a small chance he could be available sooner. Robinson, however, remains firmly in recovery mode. So, what does this mean for the Knicks? For now, it's a matter of patience. The team is holding their breath, waiting for Robinson to return to the lineup and bring his tenacious defense back to the paint. His absence has been palpable, especially as New York's defense has struggled at times this season. There's no denying that the Knicks miss Robinson's rim protection, his ability to alter shots, and his dominance on the glass. Without him, they've had to rely on players like Isaiah Hartenstein, who brings a different skill set but isn't the same kind of physical force. The Knicks' next game after the break will be on Thursday, February 20th, at Madison Square Garden against the Chicago Bulls, a potential return date for Robinson. After months of waiting, it's possible, perhaps even probable, that this could be the moment the Knicks have been hoping for. But then again, given the unpredictable nature of Robinson's recovery, there's a chance his season debut might come on the road, either Friday in Cleveland or Sunday in Boston. No matter the date, the return of Robinson will be a critical turning point for the Knicks. It's important to temper expectations, however. Robinson hasn't played in a competitive game since May, and it's likely to take him some time to get back to full speed. Conditioning, timing, and rhythm are all major factors that will determine how quickly he can make an impact. No player can just step back into the game after a 9-month absence and expect to play at an elite level immediately. Knicks fans need to be patient as Robinson works his way back into the flow of the game, but the payoff could be huge. New York has shown resilience in Robinson's absence. While Karl-Anthony Towns' trade was a boon for the team's offense, it's been Robinson's role on defense that the Knicks have sorely missed. Towns, for all his scoring ability, isn't the defensive presence Robinson is, and it's unlikely he'll be able to fill that gap. However, with Robinson's return, the Knicks could be positioned to make a serious playoff push. The team's defense has been a weak link all season, and without Robinson, they've had to rely on patchwork solutions. His return could be the final piece of the puzzle, a physical force in the paint that New York has lacked all season. If Robinson can stay healthy and get back to his pre-injury form, the Knicks might just have the defensive boost they need to compete with the league's elite. Knicks fans have endured the agony of waiting, but the reward may soon be on the horizon. As the All-Star break approaches, all eyes will be on Mitchell Robinson, hoping that the wait is finally over and that he can help lead New York back to the playoffs. The question is, will the Knicks have enough time to take full advantage of his return, or will it come too late for them to make a serious run?